Alrighty. Howdy neighbors and welcome back to Speak of the Devil 1, A Deathly Proposition. Last time we finally met everybody, including green hair girl and yellow hair girl. And we're on our way to the cemetery to do EVPs for the ghost hunting club. Which really does not help our social standing. Anyway, here we go. Might as well ask how everyone is doing. Is everyone doing okay? I look like you've seen a ghost. I'm nervous as fuck right now. I don't want that ghost dragging me into the pond. Seriously. Honest to God to believe that spirit will drag you into the pond and somehow drown you to death. Yeah. There's always a slight possibility that the rumors surrounding that cemetery could be true. As believable as being fair and honest... as having fair and honest elections nowadays. Look, don't worry about it. The worst that'll happen is that you might get your clothes dirty. I hope that's the worst that'll happen. Too young to die. You've lived long enough. Yeah. As you. If spirits drag you to the hole you belong, he will be mine forever, and no one can stop me. Who said I was yours? Me? I didn't consent to this. I'm not gonna read that. Law. Who cares about that? Me? Yes, 911. I'm here to report. That's not even the right number. I'll call them. Having the right number for Japan. There's another day with these two. I swear I can't have a normal day. While we walk and talk about random stuff to kill time and distract ourselves, we finally reach the entrance of the cemetery. Ooh. Delectable. There is absolutely no way I'm going to be able to pronounce that. Welcome to Kyoto Middle Imperial Cemetery. You know we're right next to the bus stop, right? Ignoring you. I hope y'all are ready for this. I always say y'all for I'm not. Whatever. I've been waiting all day for these EVP recorders. Or to use these EVP recorders. Does anyone here need help using one? Yes. I figured that none of you knew how to use this equipment. Thankfully it's very simple to use. Press record. Make sure you hit the red button to start and stop your recordings. Make sure you also verbally say the time and place for during each recording session. This gives you an idea of what time spirits could be potentially active in the area. Secondly, make sure you give about 10 to 20 seconds between each question. It'll give the spirit time to respond to your question. Thirdly, make sure you set the recorder a bit away from you when recording to avoid any outside noise. You don't want to communicate your own you don't want to contaminate your own files. Speaking of files, if your recorder screens of memory full, do not record any more voice files unless you want to risk recording over your other files. Each recorder has so much internal memory from the SD card. Hope you all have fun during this fun little adventure. And if you have a concern or anything, please don't hesitate to shoot me a text. I'll be up the hill next to the big oak tree with Origo. I'll blow this air horn here in about 1.5 hours, or if there is rain, as a means to tell everyone to meet back here. Let's have fun. Yeah, let's have an air horn at a cemetery. I feel like everybody would love that. With that, Sayuri and Origo start their trek up the big hill. Also waiting for them to make it up the hill to make sure they're nice and safe. After a few minutes of waiting with our EVPs, we see Sayuri and Origo wave their hands. Guess it's a signal to get going. Well, I'll be getting along. What do you mean I'll be getting along? I'm gonna be escorting you there. Why in the world does he need an escort? He's a big boy. I'm pretty sure he can walk a couple 100 yards by himself. I want to make sure he's safe and sound. Is that a bad thing? If it's from you, yes. Considering that your location is furthest away, yes, you lose precious time during your recording sessions. I'd rather be with him, though. Sometimes I worry about you. Let's get going, Aiko. Why are you grabbing my hand? I said we're leaving. Help, she's abducting me. No. Bye. You're in good hands. Have a fun time. Why are you dragging Aiko away from... Oh. What? With Aiko dragging... No. Pause. Try that again. With Maya dragging Aiko away from by force. It hasn't been the first time she's done that in public. I finally made my journey to the mausoleum. I don't understand why mausoleums even exist. People will stop visiting it eventually. It just feels like a waste of time and money to me. I was hoping that there's a bench or something there for me to sit on. I'd rather sit on the ground. The ground is dirty. Oh no. I don't like being dirty. Oh no. And I'm not going to read that sentence. Walking up the path, I turned around to gaze over at Chabapa Pond, infamous pond where the spirit tries to drown people. No one believes in those fairy tales. There's no confirmed deaths here for the records. How in the world did these rumors even start? It's been something that got circulated around during Halloween time. It just got more and more exaggerated over time. That's how many rumors start. People misinterpreting the original story. I had to keep adding more to it to make it sound more convincing. At least these rumors are entertaining to listen to. It's something out of a fantasy novel. Regardless of what happens today, I have a feeling that I'll still have some fun. That's not a mausoleum, that's a house. Finally make it up this long and traverse path. I felt like I was climbing the side of a mountain. Either that or I'm way out of shape. I'll go with the first option to make myself feel better. This mausoleum looks old as hell from the way the building is built. It doesn't look modern. Whoever put this up stone by stone had the patience of a saint. It's like playing Jenga, but with real consequences if it fell over. While walking around the building, I noticed the insane amount of moss surrounding it. It looks like it's been abandoned for some good time. It seems as if the family of whoever is buried here gave up or eventually died themselves. I suddenly feel a wave of sadness rush over my entire body. I don't really understand why I felt this sadness. It was so random. What's this feeling? I genuinely don't understand why I feel sadness right now. I was all happy and excited, then BAM! Just random sadness. Last time I felt this sad was when Mom died. I don't want to go back to that dark place again. I'm good. It was a dark and scary place, but thankfully I had people in my life to drive me out of it. Reaching back to the front of the mausoleum, I noticed that praying angel statue. Rumor has it that it cries at random when people are around it. Let's see if I can put it to the test. I let my random wave of sadness stop my initial plan of trying to capture quote-unquote spirits. The only spirits I know are the ones in my father's cabinet. Funny! Let's try the EVP recorder thing. All I have to do is hit this button and let it do its thing. I wonder what I should ask it. Should I ask a personal question or something simple and plain? Or does it go bold? You know what they say, go big or go home. Or something like that. I'm not a philosopher. I'll sit down and record at the base of the statue. Make sure that no one is around and hit the big red button on it. Michi. Date. October 1st. 20XX. Time. 3:30 p.m. ish. Location. Mausoleum at the Imperial Cemetery. Recording session started. Are there any spirits here with me today? All I see is the red light doing its standard red blinking indicating that it's recording. Everything seems to be going right. Let's ask another question. Has anyone visited you lately? Your burial place seems to be abandoned. I'm hoping that if anyone is here, that you find some form of peace. Why am I being so sentimental there? I don't even believe that spirits exist. I'm asking questions that indicate that something or someone is here with me. If I want answers, though, I think asking it personal questions and being nice could attract something if it's actually here. Let's ask another question. You didn't even really ask one to begin with. I'm gonna make sure this was very clear and definitive. If there is anyone here with me, make yourself known to me. I'm not scared of you. Again, this is not a question. Look at I said that. As if by a force of nature. I'm blown a bit back by a major gust of wind. Jesus Christ, how fast is this wind blowing? I can't see. All I hear is the wind blowing and the sound of tree branches swaying back and forth. It sounds like I'm in the middle of a horror movie when the killer is about to get the slow kid. We all know he's the first to go, but the writer has a sixth sense of humor, goes all out on the killing. The writer's a sick bastard. I attempt to open my eyes to the gust of wind, but to no avail. The speed of the wind is making my eyes water, to the point where it stings. I never thought tears would hurt this much. But I do deserve this. After standing in place for a couple minutes, the wind eventually dies down to nothing. I eventually open my watery eyes and wipe them on my shirt. I don't know if I should read this. I haven't felt wind like that ever since Dad had that Taco Bell experience last summer. What in the world just happened? I must have experienced a macro burst. Everything here is a mess. Leaves everywhere, tree limbs scattered, etc. Looks like a hurricane just came through here. I'm really hoping that the recorder is okay. If that thing is damaged, I'm 100% world effect. This trip meant so much to Sayuri. And I don't want this random act of nature to screw everything up. I went back to the statue to pick up the recorder. Thankfully, it's not damaged, but I noticed something. Somehow it turned itself back on. When in the world did you turn yourself back on? Maybe the wind knocked you over a bit and accidentally hit the button. I hate when this shit happens. I can't have one normal day. Make sure to hit the button to end the accidental recording. I can't imagine the audio for that one. Imagine all the gusts of wind just blowing straight into your ear. Must be music to your ears for sure. I went back to the base of the mausoleum and grabbed my backpack. I stuffed the recorder in the back pocket to protect it from further issues. Grabbing my things, I looked at the statue again. For some reason, my mind was telling me to just look at it. I hate this thing called instincts. I took a good look at it. It just looks sad. Father Time isn't nice stonework. And it looks like no one has given it a good clean forever. If the rumors are true about it crying, I can understand why. If no one took care of me, I'd be upset as well. Why is the sun wave sadness happening again? I need to get out of here. Taking a walk out of the area, I took one more glance at the statue. Why does it look like it was recently wet? The microblast didn't have any rain with it, did it? I didn't hear any rain. But you never know what happens with moisture in the air. I think things are getting into my head. I just need to go back down and see everyone again. I can see everyone making their way back down to the meeting spot. Thankfully, this spot has a decent view of the cemetery. And then I'll make my journey back down the hill. I got us all downhill this time. Climb me up. Sucked. While walking down the hill, I noticed a group of dark clouds approaching the area. I hope that we'll be able to make it home before the rain starts. It's a long walk home, and I'd rather not look and feel like a wet dog going home. Personally, I just want to go home. I haven't done this much walking forever. And it feels like my legs are going to give out from under me. Is this what it feels like being out of shape like this? All I could say, it sucks. While wallowing in my self-pity, I could hear someone yelling at me from the distance. Personally, I can't distinguish the voice, but I picked up my pace anyways. With my voice, I called out to whoever was calling me. Hey, I'm on my way. Dot? 2 dots. 3 dots. We're blowing our budget on periods. Ugh. Ow. What the fuck just happened? I lay on the ground. In pain, wondering what the hell happened to me. From my eyes, I don't see any damage done on the outside. It's just a major pain in my head. Even the slightest noise is sending pulsating pain throughout my body. What is this feeling? Is it a concussion? Am I bleeding somewhere? Double check my head with my hands. Pat myself down quickly. Check my hands for anything. And nothing. No blood, no lacerations, no dirt on me, no nothing. Nothing happened to me, and yet I feel pain. That's all I could do was just get up and get going. I could see Ika and everyone else waving down from the bottom of the hill. I tried to get up from the ground. I noticed something pushing against my hand. Quickly look over and notice this book. Oh shit. Didn't realize one of my textbooks fell out of my bag. Hopefully nothing else fell out of there. If my recorder fell out, Sayuri is going to bury me in the cemetery. Throw the book in my bag. And make sure to feel around to make sure everything is in fact there. Where I can tell everything is there. I don't have any time to fuck around. Everyone's waiting for me down there. After zipping up my backpack again, trot down the rest of the hill to meet everyone down there waiting for me. Yeah, we're doing great. Sorry for being a bit late, everyone. Michi, I know you're out of shape and all. I never thought I'd see you actually sit down and take a break in the middle of the hill. You gotta start going to the gym, buddy. Yeah. I'm gonna lay off the McDonald's on your way home. I will not! I will never! Hey, why are we arguing about my weight here? Also, what do you mean by just seeing me sit on the hill? I was coming down straight away. Don't lie to us, Michi. We all saw you sitting there and daydreaming or taking a break. I know the hill's a bit of a climb. But if you need a break coming down it, I don't know what to tell you. Michi really has been out of shape. Yes. Fuck you guys. We're doing great. All of us bickering about my weight. For some reason. We decided to leave the cemetery and make our way back to our respective homes. Did our group see me fall down the hill, or did they just ignore it to make fun of me? Hoping they didn't just ignore it. That was a pretty harsh fall on my end. Thankfully my headache is slowly going away. It was just whiplash after all. Definitely need to have a cold one when I get home tonight. I deserve it. Cold soda. So did everyone have fun? I had a blast. I think I caught some voices. There's definitely some noises I didn't recognize while sitting there. I'm sure... Oh, you sure it wasn't just your big stomach growling for food? Feck you. Hehehe. Michi, did you find anything interesting? All I could say, it was very windy over there. Definitely can't tell them about the weird experience I had, but 100% believe it's paranormal and call me a denier again. And second to the wind story. It's the only plausible excuse. Hope the wind didn't block out any potential voices around my area. In theory, it shouldn't, but you never know with the strength of the wind. All you can really do is review the audio files on your computer. Another microphone within the EVP is a bit sensitive, so for you, Michi. You could have corrupted audio waves due to the wind. What do you mean, corrupted audio waves? What I mean by that is that the actual audio waves are corrupted by outside noise. Usually when outside noise gets in the way, it doesn't give us a clear-cut evidence on paranormal activity. Going off that topic, I hope everyone can review their audio files over the weekend. My suggestion is to write timestamps on a piece of paper, and all of us review the footage together during the next club meeting. And to review it, I'll be doing a review on everyone's audio files myself to see if anyone missed anything. It doesn't hurt to double check, you know. I could agree with that. Same here. Hopefully he can let me use his laptop. Hell no, you got your own. Don't be a leech. Afraid of what you'll see in your search history there? Nah, she's already seen it before. Oh, that's gross. I'm not going to even read this, actually. There we go. Just harsh. Well, being a sarcastic asshole does have its consequences, you know. I would know myself. Agreed. With the bakery incident resolved, we're approaching the bus station when Sayuri usually heads off to go home. We have an additional departure. Hey, where you go? I didn't know this was your stop as well. Oh yes, live on the other side of town, toward the gated community. Thankfully, the overall commute isn't that bad, but it can get rough at times. I know exactly where you are, and I'm close to that direction as well. Let me escort you back home. I don't think I need an escort, but I appreciate the offer. I insist. You said you want new friends, right? Time for you to experience the walking home with your friend experience. How's it going? Wait. Make sure you guys look at your audio footage over the weekend. Bye. Bye. You have to keep dragging me by the hand. Yes, we do. Out of the three of us, wave off Sayuri and Horigo. All of us start our trek back home. Hopefully the rain held off throughout our walk back home. The clouds kept getting darker and darker the closer we got home. We were leaving the house. Aiko and I wave off Mayu. With our final send-off for the night, Aiko and I finally walked back to our house to get ourselves ready for some peace and quiet. At least that was my hope. Never. I like her socks. Her socks are cute. I'm excited to see what I potentially caught. I haven't seen you this excited in a while. I'm sure you're not overhyping what you did. For all we know, it could just be a bunch of dead air. You never know what could be out there. I know you don't believe in ghosts, but you shouldn't damper on people's thoughts like that. I'm not being a Debbie Downer. I'm just being a bit realistic here. Even Sayuri said that that not everything is guaranteed on your first run. If you don't catch anything, it doesn't mean that everyone didn't catch something. We're having a group review session for a reason. You're right. I'll have to make sure that I triple check everything. I don't think you'll have to go that far, but I want to. I know I have more opportunities to do this in the future. I'm just so excited to hear the results of what I recorded. It's like having the anxiety of the night before Christmas Day, waiting to see what presents you'll be receiving in the morning. I understand that feeling. I'm glad you had fun during this little trip. Did you at least have a little fun? I would say it was a bit of fun having some peace and quiet for once. Oh shush. Glad you had your fun. Yeah, now I'm gonna go lay down and relax for a bit before reviewing my audio footage. Make sure that you don't stay up too late tonight. You have the entire weekend to review this. Okay, night. Mwah. I go trotting back up to her room. I finally have some peace and quiet I want. I just want to lay down and relax for the night. But I know that won't be possible until I look at the audio footage. Personally, I want to relax this weekend. I'm going to try to review as much as possible tonight so I can save my weekend. That's how I do it. Yeah, I think that'll be my game plan. Knowing Aiko, she'll be bombarding me this weekend with what she found and asked me to look at it. So essentially, I'll be doing work for 2 people over the weekend. I'm going to try to prevent that. Let's get to work. I figured myself situated in my room and de-stressing from today's current events. I boot up my laptop to see if I can find anything from my recordings. I highly doubt that I'll find anything, but it doesn't hurt to have a quick look, does it? I mean, no, but maybe. I put the SD card into my little adapter because modern laptops don't have SD slots anymore. You would think that they would consider considering micro SD cards, but I digress. I hate buying useless shit that I'll just use once. Valid though, for real. Eventually, the prompt screen loads up on my computer, showing me if I want to view my files. Of course I want to view them. What's the purpose of using the stupid adapter if I don't want to? The computer eventually loads up the files in the EPP recorder. Usually just one file. I felt bad for those who recorded each and every question. That would take forever to sift through. After double-clicking the file to view it, I put my earbuds in to listen to the playback. And play the speed up button here to make it go faster. I really feel like waiting through over an hour of me asking questions and getting nothing in return. My lack of patience getting the better of me tonight. I reluctantly review the footage. So far nothing has happened. Just my questions and dead air. And that's what I honestly expected to happen. Question and no answer. Oh god, here comes the wind part. That was even worse. Sped up. I need to turn this thing down. I slow down the footage. The ear-piercing wind noise. There's something odd. Did I go call from you or something? I heard a female voice. While taking out my earbud, I noticed the hallway light just turned off. I knew it was just Aiko in the hallway muttering to herself again. She really needs to stop talking to herself. It's weirding everyone out. To myself. It would weird me out. Something is definitely wrong with you. Put my earbud back in. I sifted through the rest of the footage. And you know, I was surprised there was nothing. Well, that was easy. Other than fine, nothing to share with anyone else. I expect everyone else to have the same result. You'd think that for these quote-unquote spirits, they'd go after the guy who doesn't believe in them. I'm fairly certain that someone said they would do such a thing. I shut the laptop down for the night and get some rest. My laptop is shutting down. I get back from my desk to put the EPP recorder away. In my backpack, I notice a book they don't recognize in my bag. Oh, that's right. This book I quickly grabbed while getting out from the fall in the cemetery. I really hope that I didn't accidentally steal someone's book. Might as well check out the content information. Sometimes people put their information on their property in case it gets lost. Grabbing the mysterious book from the bag, I notice that it doesn't look like a normal book. It feels heavy like a regular textbook, but the size doesn't match its weight, if you get what I mean. After getting the book out of the bag, I noticed that there's weird little drawings on it. Some of them, I can't even describe what they are. They look like creatures some kindergartner would imagine when given the prompt of monster. One thing I notice about all these drawings is that it's in gold ink. That's an ink color you never see anymore. Didn't even realize that they even sold gold ink anymore. This ink doesn't seem normal. Some of the drawings look like they're matte finish. One section of the cover sticks out to me. It's the center of the book, actually. It's this demon-looking creature that is... oh. That's in a reflective type of ink. So with a gold finish. But it's shiny. What arts and crafts store did this person go to? I'm honestly impressed by the craftsmanship. Whoever drew on this book. They need to go an art school. They're wasting some serious talent on this book cover. For some reason, I decided to just fill the ink of the book. It doesn't look right to me. How in the world can the same color ink have two different looks to it? It's not right or logical. It's entirely right and logical. It's both. While filling the ink, I notice that the drawings start to fade away as my fingers rub across it. Oh, god damn it. It's cheap ink. Dripping off. Like, it's rubbing right off like magic marker. I put my hands on the book cover out of curiosity. All the drawings wipe away with my hand. As suspected, as soon as my expectations go high for something, they just shrivel up and die. I gave whoever owned this book a lot of credit as well. They should have drawn inside the book if they wanted to draw amazing artwork. They just look worn out. Probably because it was out in the open in the cemetery for God knows how long. I also have to consider that I fell on it. And I'm pretty sure any other book would get damaged if my fat ass falls on it. Curiosity gets the best of me and I start flipping through the pages. Well, my curiosity is not getting the best of me because I'm going to end this episode here. So, thank you very much for watching and hopefully I will see you later.